Hey everyone, I hope you are having a wonderful self care Sunday. We are on day 14 of the 21-day self care challenge. Today we have to move our body, and
Mhm.
I am on the treadmill in the garage.
Yes, and I'm going for a walk because I have my son with me.
Yes, and if you can hear in the back, you hear my nephew. Mm-hmm.
And you might hear some cars too because we outside.
Yes, and if you don't know, my name is Nick Lavon. I am one of the co-hosts of the 21 Minutes or Less podcast.
Yes, and I am Keysha Milana. I am the other co host of the 21 Minutes or Less podcast.
Okay.
Yes, so we have our annual 21-day self care challenge going on right now on our YouTube. So if you type in 21 Minutes or Less podcast, and go to the community tab, you'll be able to see all the days of the challenge.
Yes. How you feeling today?
I'm a little blah, but I'm getting through it. I got work later, so I'm glad I'm getting some exercise and some sun in because it
Mhm.
be so dark and I be there all night.
Okay. Yeah. How is it for you doing the night shift and then having a son and being a PhD student? How are you taking care of yourself right now?
So I try to integrate this stuff together. Like, as I said, I'm walking, but I'm also with Bright, which is my son. So it's a two for one, where I'm being able to do stuff with him as much as I can, especially like physical activities or now that it's getting hotter, going outside.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Even like with my friends, but trying to balance the social life, it's like we do activities where I can bring Bright. So it's all about balance. And then as far as work, it honestly complements my program because I work like a 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. shift. And I go to school during the day so that way I have at night to work. And my job recently just made a lot of changes where they are also showing us that they're valuing our work life balance and our mental health and trying to prevent burnout because they pretty much have us working like opposite days each week. So on one week, we work the typical 5 day shift, and then on the next week, we only work 2 days. So it's a lot of balance. And then even on the days that we work, it's like a 2, 2, 3. So we work 2 days, we're off 2 days, and then we work 3 days, which would be the weekend. And then it's also good because every other weekend I'm off. So I don't know, I just kind of love it. And I feel like they incorporate a lot of balance. So even though I work 4 p.m. to 1 a.m., they have it where we get off the phones because I'm a crisis counselor. So it is a lot of trauma involved in the job and
Mm-hmm.
just listening to other people's issues. So they get us off the phone at 12 and they do what we call de-rolling. So like when we're on the phones, we use like aliases and they feel like we kind of stepping into a different persona to take on like all this emotional tolls. So at the end of our shift, they kind of make us do self-care in a sense where they make us de-roll and we just spend like the first 15 minutes literally just relaxing. And then the second 15 minutes, we'll spend it doing a team activity that's still kind of like self care, but like, you know, you coming back together. But for that first 15 minutes, you can kind of go do your own thing, go sit there, go to your car, like whatever you need to do to just get off the phones and get off your shift. And then for the last 30 minutes of the hour where we are at work, we're not on the phones, we talk about team stuff. So we essentially have a team meeting every day, which I feel like makes it easier to do our job because we all be on the same page. So work is pretty cool. We get PTO. we get free health insurance. So I can't really be mad at that. And it's not really like pulling teeth to go because of all the changes. And they actually just sent home a remote work survey. So like they're trying to get us remote because they know that's what a lot of people will want to do. So I feel like they have a good organizational culture, and I appreciate that, especially the fact that we deal with people's mental health on a daily basis as crisis counselors. So I feel like it would be hypocritical if the organization wasn't trying to foster a healthy environment for our mental health. But I can honestly say they are. And then school is school. I'm just presenting a lot of my research. I'm actually going to be in Atlanta in 2 weeks presenting at a conference. And yeah, I actually been doing great with like school related things too, just like using my resources, trying to get more financially stable. Like I've been winning a lot of scholarships and awards lately, so
Mhm.
that's been in my CV. And then some of them come with monetary gain, so everything is flowing, honestly.
Yes, I love that. I love that your job and a lot of other jobs are realizing that the mental health of their employees is very important, especially when you're dealing with customers.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like our team motto is like take care of yourself, take care of each other, take care of the callers. So like our boss is really good about making sure we take care of ourselves. Um, So yeah, I appreciate that out of a job, especially one that's so mentally strenuous. I couldn't imagine having a negative work environment, you know? Like I
Right.
would probably have to quit.
Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. But luckily that's not the case. And they working with you and then it aligns with what you're in school for. So everything's working itself out. So yay.
Yes. And I once because I'm about to get out of school in like I think 3 more weeks, like
Mhm.
that second week of May. And so I'm actually going to do a summer camp because like then my days will be open and I'll just be going to work at night. But I'm doing a summer camp for black kids, and it's called the Freedom School. And like it's just everything black. And it's like 5 or 6 weeks.
Mhm.
And I'm excited. I heard good things. The pay is great. And
Mhm.
to be able to just embrace that and put that in like school age kids in central Illinois, very white, very suburban central Illinois. I can appreciate that. So I was excited when I got that email recently because I was like, dang, what I'm gonna do during the day? I ain't gonna
Yeah.
have school. Like Bart's still going to daycare, so what I'm gonna be doing? I need to figure out a way to use that time for something productive. So it was either gonna be like some service. I was thinking about like just trying to volunteer somewhere and just like taking on clients, like maybe 2 or 3 clients a week. But this is even better because it's paid and it still aligns with like my values.
I know. Close the door so it won't go into the house. Where's Mimo? Close the door first, and then we gotta find Mimo. Yeah, he didn't ran out.
Wow, kids do the darndest things. Yeah. So what's been going on with you? Tell me about your all your things.
Yes. So yesterday I was able to my hair refreshed. I got my hair maintenance done,
It's very cute.
and that felt great on my scalp. It feels clean. It feels fresh. I actually had her cut it a little bit more as well. I try
Yeah.
to do the whole hair, but it's just not for me. For
Yeah.
real, for real. So she done cut it like twice already.
Yeah.
But I'm probably gonna keep it this one and then go from there.
Right.
Other than that, we've been doing really good as far as school is concerned. I work in the university,
Yes.
and a lot of my students currently has been getting accepted into different programs. So that's always
Yay.
yes.
I love that.
So receiving those emails saying they have been accepted into different programs, it's always good. Giving them some more resources
Yeah.
to help them on their journey. And work, as far as for us, they kind of switched it up too. So we are on a what's it called, reduced schedule or something like that.
Right.
And that's where we mostly work 4 days out the week on campus. And then
Right.
on Friday, we will be working from home. But
Got you.
then we only gonna be working from 8 to 12. Well, that's the hours. You can work whenever as long as you fulfill your 40 hours. So yeah, we get to create our own schedule. We can come in and leave whenever as long as we, fulfill our 40 hours a week. And yeah, so that's gonna be fun being able to work
Yeah.
from home on Fridays and then getting off at 2 o'clock. Plus, I think I had mentioned this in a previous video. I don't take advisement on Fridays unless it's like an emergency type of situation with a student, which I
Yeah.
did have one last week where
Right.
it was the student and their parent. So when it comes to stuff like that, can't be like, oh, we don't take students on Fridays. Like if it's like an emergency type of situation, we have to make sure that the student is taken care of because at the end of
Right.
the day, they are a customer for the school and they are who pays the bills. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That makes sense. Well, I'm glad you get to work from home. I wish I could work from home.
So that's it. Well, prior to the new leadership, our position was working from home. It wasn't on campus.
At
Um,
all.
but the new leadership kind of reversed that.
Right.
But hopefully we can ease back into it. And I think Friday is a good start.
Yes.
And we have to come up with a departmental plan for our department anyway. So I'm hoping when we come up with that plan, we can come up with something to where we can propose to leadership about us at least having, if not working from home entirely, but at least having 2 to 3 days where we do work from home.
Right. And then
So,
y'all can maybe come into the office on separate days. That way it's
yeah, correct. That's the plan. We, we've been discussing it amongst each other as staff. So hopefully the new leadership will get on board. They have also been talking about because our workload has increased. They have also been talking about giving us stipends to supplement our income. So that's always great for you. Hey, Keisha,
Hey,
y'all can eat now.
somebody called me and it like messed everything up.
I was still talking. But
Yes.
what I'm saying is, they have also been discussing giving us stipends as well to increase our income. They are going
Ooh.
to propose on top of our 4%, regular income increase, increase that we receive every year. They're proposing that we get stipends as well because our workload has been increasing recently.
Yes. I love that. Anytime you could get paid extra, that's a blessing. And I actually just got a raise too, apparently. So our graduate student union, we have a
Hmm.
union apparently. So they pretty much was like fighting with our administration for like the past, I think the contract was up in like June. of last year or July. So they fought for us to get a 4%, no, a 3.5% increase in our pay retroactively since the
Okay.
last uh since the last contract was up. And
Mhm.
then on top of that, they fought for us to get higher wages. So on top of the 3% just like extra, it was they changed the minimum of the stipends now.
Okay.
So like
Nice.
going forward, even the new people will have higher stipends. So they
Mhm.
changed the minimum. And then, oh, the next thing too. So along with our graduate assistantships, we get a
Mhm.
tuition waiver. So like we don't have to pay for tuition, but we have to pay fees. So
Okay.
the accompanying fee reduction waiver has always been 10%. So they
Mhm.
changed it now to 30%, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, I think like if you pay your fees already for this semester, you're gonna get like a refund of the excess 20%, you know?
That sounds amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
And it all
I
came from our March check. I was happy. I was like, oh my gosh, we've been fighting for this for a minute. Cause I ain't never went to nothing that they had. Cause they do be trying to get like input and like
uh,
people to show up to meetings and like rally and show support. I be doing the surveys, but I never made it out there. But I just been seeing it for so long because I'm like, I'm a graduate student. Yeah, I want to get us higher wages. So it's good to see it finally comes to fruition because I just been seeing the surveys and emails for so long since July. That's almost a whole year to be fighting
that
for higher wages.
they've been. That's what they decided our schedule off based off wages. I mean, not wages. I said based on the surveys that they be giving to everybody.
Yeah.
But the great thing about it, at our school, they are very flexible. So if even the schedule that they have now that they're gonna be implementing in May, it depends on the department. If you don't want that, you don't have to take it. It's
Right.
very um individualized based off the departments because they know every department operates differently and have different, operational procedures. So
Right.
yeah. I'm tired
Absolutely.
already.
Girl. We almost to 21 minutes. We gotta keep going.
Right, we gotta keep on pushing. But I am going to try to use my benefits as far as CAP is concerned. That's the teaching assistant program. Now I can't use CAP for law school. They don't they don't pay for law school. However, the school I work with, they have a paralegal degree and have a paralegal associate and a professional academic certification. And 6 months will be July for me, which is actually the deadline to have our paperwork turned in. So
Hmm.
I'm trying to take advantage of that because I want to at least see, what I'm gonna be doing as far as like writing and stuff like that because that's what they teach you. They teach you the legal research, legal writing, and things like that. So if I can get ahead of the curve when it comes to law school, I'm gonna do it, especially if I don't go back to work. So
Period. Take
I've been
advantage of all them benefits.
right. I've been communicating with the human resource department. So now I just have to reach out to the legal department at our school and to the school I work at. Their certificate is ABA approved, meaning it is recognized and accredited by the state. So
Yeah.
it's not like
Well,
I'm
that'd be good.
taking a class or a certification that's just random.
Right.
They are approved and they are on the list. So I'm excited about
Absolutely.
that. So hopefully my stuff get approved. And if it does, I will start taking those classes in the fall or either the spring. But I'm gonna aim towards fall because I want to
Yeah.
have I want to have it complete before I start law school. So if I decide to, work at a law firm or something like that, at least I have some type of knowledge on how to write in the legal field, how to do some research and stuff like that. Right now,
Yeah.
I'm good where I am as far as like working at the university,
Hmm.
but I just wanna, but they say stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Right.
I just wanna have that under my belt. So if anything happens, I can pivot smoothly and easily to the next thing, which would be like probably working for a law firm or under um an attorney.
Yes. Did you know I used to work for a law firm?
I think he told me at one point. Pat, I'm sorry. I'm about to mute this real quick.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Little
We is the
kid,
new age aunties. We is finna mute that Zoom and get in their butts.
listen. Being a TT is not for the faint of heart.
Yes. I too am a TT. And I'm like got TTs and he be working them.
Yes. And then you about to hear a train go by, so I'm about to put you on mute again. So if you want to say something, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm turning near back to walk down by my house. I feel like this has been a good walk. I feel like good little exercise pushing the cart and having my arm up the whole time. But Bright is sleep. He don't never care about stuff like this. He always just go to sleep when he in this buggy for too long, which is like, sir, I be wanting to have fun with you before I go to work, but you want to be asleep.
Okay, I'm back.
And
Yeah, I
she's back.
did it just for a little while because of that train that was going by. They blow their horn to let it be known that they coming. So
Period.
at least they courteous.
Right. But yeah, I feel like the paralegal certificate could definitely be helpful because I worked at a real small law firm and I was a legal assistant, but it was only four of us that worked there. It was two legal assistants part time, one paralegal, and then the attorney. So it's like an essential function of any law firm. So why not? Especially if it's free.
Yeah. All right, everybody. So that we went over the 21 minutes. But
Yes.
I think we did on the last video as well. So I guess
Yes.
we can the 21 minutes when we, do our videos. That's what I
Yes.
told you. Sit
Well,
back.
thank y'all so much for joining us today for the challenge, moving your body. I feel like we both got a little bit of exercise in. I'm a little moist, but yeah, I hope to see y'all for the rest of the challenge, and I hope that y'all enjoyed the last week.
Yes, and as you can see, this is real life. My nephew in the background doing whatever he doing, and
Yes,
Keisha walking with her baby. So as you can see,
yes,
we got stuff going on around us, but we still getting it done.
yes. It's imperative to make time for your self care, especially the physical aspect. We got to make sure we're moving our body, and it don't even have to be strenuous. You see, we having a whole conversation, but still getting our steps in. So yeah.
Yes,
Well, all right. We'll see y'all next week for the last week.
yes, this has been a good challenge. I think this has been the best challenge thus far. What you think, Keisha?
Yeah, I feel like I'm really in tune with it myself, and that's when I feel like it's more valuable for me
Yes.
and not just other people who was like actually taking it to heart.
Hmm. Yeah. I feel the same way. Actually engaging in the activity and being consistent with them, I can really see a difference. Yeah.
Yeah, look at us go.
All right. All right,
I
you guys.
see y'all. Bye.